So hello everybody and welcome to tonight's delayed game because of the weather, but it did rain. It's strange. They played a first game of JVs between Hornell and Aquinas, and then that game got over, and wouldn't you know it, the skies opened up, but of course, and the sun was out. So it actually gave us a nice rainbow. There's a shot of the rainbow earlier in today's game. Actually beautiful shot of it. So welcome everybody to today's game between Hornell and Livonia. I'm Bob Peischer, broadcasting from the Simmons and Rockwell broadcast booth. Livonia comes in with a 10-4 record. Hornell coming off that impressive victory yesterday, 10-5 over Haverling, and they remain in 14th place. As we'll take a look at the standings coming into today's game, Livonia in third place at 12-4, Hornell 3-9, but have won 3 out of their last 5 games. Slowly improving. Yesterday was their best game they've played in a long time. Looking at the starting lineup for Hornell. Leading off Wyatt Evingham, Seamus Cork playing second base, bats second, Barodi Fights bats third, playing left field, Aaron Mackey, the stalwart at center field, batting fourth, Marco Pico is a DH today, batting fifth, Ashton Hooker catching, Ben Woolever at first base, Cody Carnamone third base, and the 8th grader Tyrone Buchanan in right field. Livonia's taking batting practice now. Thought they already did, but they actually got on the field, but then they had to leave. Tomorrow will be live too because of the weather and changes and stuff. Hornell's got games every day this week. The Red Raiders host Dansville tomorrow. That game at 4:45, a little earlier than last night's and tonight's games, which were scheduled for 7 o'clock. So tomorrow night, Dansville comes to town. So while we have a little bit of time, we'll be right back. We're going to play some ads so I can get paid.
Hello, my name is Destiny, and I've worked at Tim Hortons for 3.5 years. How are you?
Hey, good, thanks.
So you brew coffee every 20 minutes?
We brew our original blend coffee every 20 minutes to make sure it's fresh for every guest we serve.
Thank you very much.
Really? Every 20 minutes?
Day or night. I don't know of anyone else who does that, but you can really taste the difference. So it's always fresh, always.
Concerned about the cost of your insurance? The Ryan agencies sift through quotes from many companies to uncover your best insurance value. You'd be surprised at the savings we can find. Let's just talk. What's there to lose? The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
In life, some surprises are good, and some surprises are not. You'll be pleasantly surprised by how much cash you could earn with an Apex Cashback checking account. Earn 3% cash back on your debit card purchases, and your ATM fees are refunded each month you qualify. Plus, when you refer a friend or family member to First Heritage and they open an Apex Cashback account, you'll each earn $50. Visit fhfcu.org, open your account, and refer your friends today.
After you've been injured at work, you might feel like you're up against your employer.
But the truth is, your employer isn't the opponent,
the insurance company is. You need a workers' comp attorney with the knowledge and experience to maximize your benefits.
Call Connors and Ferris today, as we have dedicated over 20 years of our professional careers to helping injured workers.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
Laura and I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of our veterans, especially those who have served or are currently serving overseas.
Here at the Dagan Funeral Home, we take pride in serving the funeral needs of our veterans. We can arrange military services and, if desired, burial in a VA cemetery. We will provide an American flag, a veteran's cemetery marker, and can also apply for military death benefits.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving our veterans.
Shop, finance, and buy your next car all online. With a new shopping experience at your fingertips, make car buying simple when you drive your deal at Simmons Rockwell Nissan in Horseheads and Hornell.
Costs are rising, and the Ryan agencies are taking action. We trim the cost of your insurance with cutting-edge ideas. Want money back in your pocket? A quick call can result in savings without sacrificing coverage. The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
helped a fellow veteran?
Of course.
Yes. Have you ever asked for help yourself?
It's always tough, right? I always feel like I can solve my own problems, but eventually, you just can't deal with it on your own.
And you start to question, maybe people would be better off without me. When you realize that you're not alone, once you take that first step, there's so much support.
Hi, I'm Laura Dagan-Pico, and along with my father, Jim Dagan, operate the Dagan Funeral Home here in Hornell.
The Dagan Funeral Home is a large, spacious, handicap-accessible facility with a seating capacity of 150 people, along with a separate family room for entertaining children. We also offer DVD memorial tributes, which continually show photographs and movies of your loved one's life on 2 beautiful flat-screen TVs.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving your family.
We're opening doors to your future at Alfred State, the #1 SUNY Regional College. Combine tech skills and knowledge to analyze problems and succeed together. Launch your career with ASC Career Paths at alfredstate.edu.
Get 2 breakfast sandwiches for $6 at Tim Hortons. Made with freshly cracked eggs. Made to order and made for your morning. 2 breakfast sandwiches for just $6. Only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons.
So welcome back. As Livonia just finished up their infield and outfield, now they're meeting at home plate by the coaches. Again, Hornell comes in with a 3-9, coming off a win last night against Haverleen, 10-5. Livonia comes in with an impressive 12-4 record.
And your hometown Hornell Red Raiders, Coach Chris Van Leeuwen.
Again, if you're just joining us, looking at the records for both teams and look at where they stand. In the Section 5 Class B standings, Livonia in third place with that 12-4. Hornell still remains, even with a win last night, in 14th place, but Hornell has improved the last couple games, look a lot better last night in a game they lost convincingly at Haverleen and come back last night and defeat Haverleen in convincing fashion. It was impressive for a team that's been struggling. Look at the lineup. Starting lineup for Hornell. Of course, Effingham, Cork, Flights, McInerney, Marco Pico DHing today. Ashton Hooker has been very good behind the plate as a catcher. Ben Woolliver at first base, and only a 9th grader. Cody Carnamone at third base, and right field, the 8th grader, Tyrone Buchanan. Of course, starting on the mound is PJ Pico. And while we have the time, just a reminder, we'll be live tomorrow. The game originally scheduled for 4:30 is at 4:45 against Dansville. That game right here at Maple City Park as they're playing the national anthem. We'll take a look at Livonia. Only about 34 minutes late. And if you're just joining us too, we had a beautiful rainbow because of the rain, because the sun was out. It was sunny, and it just started pouring because we had one cloud come over, and it gave us that nice rainbow earlier. So PJ Pico on the mound. In the field again, there's Brody Flights in left field, Aaron McInerney in center, Tyrone Buchanan in right, Ben Woolliver at first, Seamus Cork at second, Wyatt Effingham, who pitched a great game yesterday, at short, Cody Carnamone at third base, of course PJ on the mound, and Ashton Hooker catching. So it looks like the rain's it's supposed to rain, I think, a little bit later this evening, but hopefully it doesn't get here before 9:30, and that'll give us time to get this in, hopefully. Just giving you this updates on the scores for softball. Hornell girls softball played a doubleheader at Livonia. The game originally scheduled for Hornell on Tuesday was played earlier today, and Livonia won that game 16-9. It was really an offensive juggernaut. And right now in the second game, it's 3-1 Livonia in the third inning, it looks like. It says delayed, but I'm not 100% sure if that's true or not, depending whether they lost internet or not online here. Because usually when they show that it's delayed, it means they're not delayed. It means they've lost probably internet somehow. So,
on the hill for the Red Raiders, number 11, P.J. Pico. Behind the plate, number 13, Ashton Hooker. Leading off the inning for the Bulldogs, be the shortstop, number 12, Seth Eady. Kate O'Connor on deck.
Seth Eady to lead it off. Takes ball one. I did everything, made all the graphics up today, but I forgot to install the Livonia graphic for this graphic here that you see on the screen. The Bulldog, which is one of my favorite graphics. I loaded all the lineups and all that stuff, and two and one. Dribbler. Carnamone has a little bit of trouble getting it out of his glove, and it overthrows it. Watch when he gets this ball.
Now to play for Livonia, number 7, the center fielder, Caden O'Connor.
So it goes out of play, so 80 down to second base. That's not the way you want to start, get a guy on first. Hornell, that's one thing. They did not commit their first error until the 5th inning last night, so that helped out a ton. Caden O'Connor, the left-hander, batting left. Maybe he can bat both right and left. I'm not sure. Yeah, cheering going on you hear, and there's the flag football game going on over in the football field. One and 0 to O'Connor. Pop that one. Oh, my van's back there. Missed it. Heard it hit the pavement. One and 1. Ady moved over to third base. Three and 1. And walked him. So runners on the corners now, nobody out.
Making his way to the plate for Livonia will be the pitcher, number 1, Brady O'Keefe. Aaron Kine, that's
Oh, and he's safe. Nice run home by 80 to score the first run. That's one of those, should you throw over to first anyways? Or maybe fake like you're going to throw and make sure 80 doesn't come home. One and one. Popped out of play. Popped up again, out of play. Hornell's last game of the season is at Livonia. The regular season, anyways, is at Livonia. I'll be bringing that game live to you. I'm going to check out their new turf. I'm not sure how they play the outfield, or how I can film from there, because I've never been there at this new facility. And there's strike three.
Making his way to the plate with the first baseman, number 22, Aaron Kine.
That game's actually next week. Aaron Kine, the sophomore. And got him. Ooh, and he rolled his ankle. Let's take a look. It's hard to tell there. Still down. Today's game brought to you by Hand and Wrist Surgery, close to home. At St. James Hospital's Orthopedics Department, that's Dr. Ali Mansour, 607-385-3740. Injured, they've got you covered at the brand new St. James Hospital. Dr. Ali Mansour. And by Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys. Offices in Buffalo, Rochester, New York City. Call 585-262-COMP. Connors and Ferris, proud supporters of the Bills, the Sabres, your Hornell Red Raiders, and everything Section 5. Thanks, Connors and Ferris. The Dagan Funeral Home, 38 Church Street in Hornell. Cremation services only $16.95 plus the crematory fee. Thanks, Jim Dagan, Laura Pico at the Dagan Funeral Home. The Ryan Agencies, Hornell, Jasper, and Wellsville. 3 great locations that serve you better. Jeff Ryan, insurance protection, you can rely on from the Ryan Agencies. The Ryan Agencies for home auto business. First Heritage Federal Credit Union, open an Apex checking account. Check out one of their locations right here in Hornell, the corner of Mays and Seneca Street. Check out their several locations throughout their southern tier of New York. First Heritage Federal Credit Union. Simmons and Rockwell Ford, Simmons and Rockwell Nissan, right across the street from each other right there in North Hornell. Top-notch sales, service, make car buying simple when you drive your deal at Simmons and Rockwell. Over 300 new and used vehicles on the lots between those two facilities are carrying Cody off. Can't afford to have him out for any extended period of time. There's Dr. Pico's right here. Also want to thank Giovanni's Restaurant across from the Hornell High School. The best pizza, wings, subs. Don't forget they got the salad bar there as well. It's Giovanni's on 119 Seneca. Open 7 days a week. Monday through Thursday, 11 to 9. Friday and Saturday to 10 o'clock. And then on Sunday, noon to 9. So 2 outs. Nobody on base now. Aaron Kime, the batter, looking at an 0-1 count. So let's see how they moved around here. They brought Tyrone Buchanan in from right field. He's only an 8th grader. Let's see what they put out in right field. Logan Vonderchek. So he's the normal right fielder who's been out the last couple games. I think he's been nursing an injury, but I think he's back almost 100%, but says he can go. So they put him in. I think it was an injury anyways. Oh, and it hits him.
Coming to the plate for the Bulldogs, the new catcher.
Anyway on base, they say. That's the worst way you want to get on, but
Carson Beardsley on deck.
brings up Jake Benitez. Oh, and 1 now. Foul tipped. 0 and 2. Umpire, I think, took a brunt of that one to kind of walk it off a little bit. And there's strike 3. So what turned out to be a strange top of the first inning. Hornell able to get out of it with just giving up 1 run to Livonia. I hear a helicopter. There it is. Hope they're not going to the hospital. They're just returning home, maybe. It's interesting. There's a life net right here at the Hornell Airport, and it's a 24 hours. They keep people manned up there. Nice to have a local like that. We'll be back.
Hello, my name is Destiny, and I've worked at Tim Hortons for 3.5 years. How are you?
Hey, good, thanks.
So you brew coffee every 20 minutes?
We brew our original blend coffee every 20 minutes to make sure it's fresh for every guest we serve.
Thank you very much.
Really? Every 20 minutes?
Day or night. I don't know of anyone else who does that, but you can really taste the difference. So it's always fresh, always.
Concerned about the cost of your insurance? The Ryan agencies sift through quotes from many companies to uncover your best insurance value. You'd be surprised at the savings we can find. Let's just talk. What's there to lose? The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
The Hornell Red Raiders will be the shortstop, number 15.
So Brady O'Keefe on the mound. Brady, a senior.
Seamus Cork on deck.
That one hard hits. It's fair. Oh, in trouble picking it up. In for a double. Is Evingham?
Batting for the Red Raiders, your second baseman, number 23, Seamus Cork.
Ball, don't forget it rained here, so that ball a little slick, possibly for Henry that time to try to pick it up. Brings up second baseman Seamus Cork, and Seamus dribbler. Nice job, Seamus. Gets Evingham over to third.
At the plate for the Raiders.
Nice job by Francis.
The left fielder.
Over to Kime.
White. Aaron McInerney on deck.
Brings up Brody. Brody lifts that. It's going to be deep enough to bring in Evingham. O'Connor, nice arm, just couldn't get the speedy Evingham. Aaron McInerney takes strike one, or swings at strike. Oh, late swing, nice pitch from O'Keefe. Oh, 0-2. This one popped up. Francis underneath. No, actually, 80 comes over and grabs it. It's going to show you that replay of See if he went around. That didn't matter. He pops up. So Hornell does score 1 run. On 1 hit, we'll be back. Or actually, we're going to stay right with you. Today's game brought to you by your Hornell Tim Hortons. It's 2 for $6. Breakfast sandwiches with freshly cracked eggs. Stop in right down the street from the Hornell High School, actually. It's the Hornell Tim Hortons restaurant. Of course, all your favorite drinks, coffee, and my favorite, the hot chocolate with whipped cream. Today's game also brought to you by back and neck pain, headaches, all your spine care needs. Dr. John Wine, Dr. Rich Zukowski at Wine Chiropractic Associates, 20 Park Drive, 324-7246. Specializing in back and neck pain, headaches, all your spine care needs. Call Dr. John Wine and Dr. Rich Zukowski at Wine Chiropractic Associates. And Giglio's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, 382-0836. Chad Giglio, 24-day emergency service, fully bonded and insured. It's Giglio's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. And don't forget Rustic Lux. Don't throw that furniture away. Bring it into Rustic Lux. For reloved, refurbished furniture, it's Rustic Lux. And John and Dagan, General and Trial Practice, proudly serving the Southern Tier since 1989. Call 324-6690 for John and Dagan. Corners of Church and Genesee Street.
We're the right fielder, number 17, Carson Beardsley. Oliver Taylor on deck.
Brings up Beardsley, Carson Beardsley. And Beardsley late on that one. Late on all 3 pitches. Well, didn't swing at the first one, but 3 straight strikes.
Out for the Bulldogs will be number 24, the third baseman, Oliver Taylor. Caden Cattle on deck.
4 straight strikes from PJ. That one just a tad high. And right under the glove of Seamus.
Now up for the Livonia will be the designated hitter. Number 10, Caden Cabell. Jake Henry on deck. Sorry, Grant Francis.
I want to thank everybody for joining me from the beautiful Livonia area. I used to go to Livonia a couple times, besides the sports, I used to go to a couple times a year up there for a company I did business with. But I don't know if they were still in business, to be honest with you. Not because of me, of course, but that was the reason they stayed in business so long, that's why. Nice pitch. 2-1. This is Caden Cavo, the senior. Only 3 seniors on this Livonia team. Hornell played Haverling last night. Haverling had none. Not a single senior on their team, and they're a very good team, so they're going to be something to contend with the next couple of years. Hornell JVs are very impressive this year, too. They're like 12-2. Got him! Nice job by Hooker. Ashton. Yep. Full count to Cabell. And there's strike 3. One pitch away from a strike him out, throw him out, but couldn't happen. Well, it could have, yeah. But okay, we'll be back.
In life, some surprises are good, and some surprises are not. You'll be pleasantly surprised by how much cash you could earn with an Apex Cashback checking account. Earn 3% cash back on your debit card purchases, and your ATM fees are refunded each month you qualify. Plus, when you refer a friend or family member to First Heritage and they open an Apex Cashback account, you'll each earn $50. Visit fhfcu.org, open your account, and refer your friends today.
After you've been injured at work, you might feel like you're up against your employer.
But the truth is, your employer isn't the opponent, the insurance company is. You need a workers' comp attorney with the knowledge and experience to maximize your benefits.
Call Connors and Ferris today, as we have dedicated over 20 years of our professional careers to helping injured workers.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
Marco Pico just grounded out while we were away there, but we got the instant replay.
Coming to play for Hornell, the catcher, number 13.
Nice play by Taylor.
Hooker. Ben Wolver on deck.
Catcher Ashton Hooker up to the plate. Ashton hits it to Francis. Over to Keim, and 2 outs.
At the plate for the Red Raiders will be the first baseman, number 17, Ben Wolver.
Brings up Ben Wolver. They're my pets. There's a wood carpenter bee trap behind me, and it's full after like 3 days. It's crazy.
Logan Vondercheck.
This brings up Logan Vondercheck, who came in after third baseman Cody Carnamone went down with a leg injury. And they moved Tyrone Buchanan over to third. Logan Vonderchek came back into his usual position. He's played pretty much all year in right field. And take it himself. And Hornell goes down quietly here in the bottom of the second. Today's game brought to you by Apex Chiropractic, helping you achieve new heights in wellness. Dr. Joseph McKay is a professor of nutrition and a professional natural bodybuilder at Apex Chiropractic on 44 Genesee Street in Hornell. Apex Chiropractic. And by Butler Excavating and Concrete, City View Towing, Transport, and Auto Repair. Call 324-7400. Thanks, Brian Butler, Mike Hess, Daryl Howell, and the crew at Butler Excavating and City View Towing, Concrete, and Auto Repair. And by Maple City Collision, the best auto body repair shop around is Maple City Collision. All makes and models, all years. Bring it into John Birch at Maple City Collision. And by Twin Hickory Golf Club. I know it's been tough with the rain. Golf courses are lush and green, that's for sure, but might be a little wet. Not Twin Hickory up on the hill. Beautiful conditions up there. Stop up and golf. 18 holes overlooking the beautiful Canistoo Valley. It's Twin Hickory Golf Club. Lamax Automax. Maximize your dollars every day with a trip to Lamax Automax and Lamax Pro Wrench Tire and Auto. Complete auto care, including collision, at Lamax Automax. Lamax right down the street from Hornell High School, not too far. Today's game brought to you by Logo Print Company, across from the Hornell High School. Stop in. You can buy a billboard or have a billboard printed there at Logo Print Company, all the way down to anything you need, from banners to embroidery, screen printing, laser printing, hoodies, T-shirts, anything you need at Logo Print Company.
For the Bulldogs will be the second baseman, number 5, Grant Francis.
Grant Francis up. Effingham. Nice play from Wyatt.
Batting for the Bulldogs will be the shortstop, number 12, Seth E. Caden O'Connor. And Beck.
Seth 80, he was 0 for 1. He 0 for 1. Reached first base on an error by Carnamone in that first inning. Ended up being the lone run for Livonia. 2-0. Nice try by Vonderchek. The only one I've seen make some great catches this year so far is Aaron McInerney in center field. He's made some nice diving catches. He's a senior. He doesn't care what if he, and so isn't Vonderchek. They don't care if they get injured. Or they do, but I'm saying that's what one of the other players said, because he didn't dive for a ball one time. I'm like, you didn't dive for that ball. He goes, I got to play football. I got to play. Well. 3-1. And walked him.
Making his way to the plate will be the center fielder, number 7, Caden O'Connor. Brady O'Keefe on deck.
Caden O'Connor reached on a walk, his first at bat.
Now batting for the only the pitcher, number 1, Brady O'Keefe.
So runners on first and second now.
On deck.
There's the jet landing here. What are we at, Citi Field, where the Mets play? Landing at the Hornell International Airport up there. I live right where the runway comes in, so I can look basically up. I can. It's not even basically. I could look up in my driveway. My driveway faces the same way that runway comes in. I can see the planes come in. And that's the 4th one I've seen today, jet. Or heard, because I can hear it too. They're low enough. I saw 2 of them, heard 1, and that's the third one I've seen. Three and 0 count here. To O'Keefe. Caden looking for, or I'm sorry. Brady struck out his first at bat, and that's going to be a walk. 4-pitch walk to load the bases with only 1 out.
At the plate for the Bulldogs, the first baseman, number 22, Aaron Kine. Jake Benitez on deck.
Came, reached first base, getting hit by the pitch in the first inning. 0 for 1 here. That's popped up. No, I don't know. Let's see. Oh, that was close. Nice try. Let's take a look at that again. Oh, if he didn't double pump there or double whatever he did, I think he would have had him. We've seen that a couple times by players today, where they're double clutching or whatever they're trying. I don't know if they're having trouble getting the ball to their glove or what, but that extra delay might have cost them that run, Hornell. And of course, Livonia loves it. Runners advance. So you got O'Connor at third, O'Keefe at second now. One and one, or 2-1, excuse me. 2-2. That's the third out. We'll be back.
Laura and I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of our veterans, especially those who have served or are currently serving overseas.
Here at the Dagan Funeral Home, we take pride in serving the funeral needs of our veterans. We can arrange military services and, if desired, burial in a VA cemetery. We will provide an American flag, a veterans cemetery marker, and can also apply for military death benefits.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving our veterans.
Shop, finance, and buy your next car all online. With a new shopping experience at your fingertips, make car buying simple when you drive your deal at Simmons Rockwell Nissan in Horseheads and Hornell.
Costs are rising, and the Ryan agencies are taking action. We trim the cost of your insurance with cutting-edge ideas. Want money back in your pocket? A quick call can result in savings without sacrificing coverage. The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
So welcome back. Let's O'Keefe warm up a little bit here. Don't forget, tomorrow we'll be live. Hornell hosts Dansville at 4:45. 3 home games in a row here for the Red Raiders. I was trying to push our athletic director, John Carnamone, to move it to 7. I like these night games. Brings up right fielder Logan Vondracek. There's a base hit. Safe. It's hard. I couldn't tell what happened there. Another kind of takes too long to get rid of it out of his glove. Oh, he did. He missed him. He knew it too. He went for the leg, and Vondracek went right around him. Eighth grader Tyrone Buchanan takes a strike. That's high. O'Keefe only up to 21 pitches, so very efficient today by Brady. Two and one. That's high. So started out with a strike, but now behind 3-1. Underneath it is 80. So one down.
Now batting for the Red Raiders will be the shortstop, number 15, Wyatt Evingham.
So Evingham, 1 for 1. He had a double in the first inning.
On deck.
Actually, a leadoff double. Two and 0. Kind of keep the camera on Vondracek at second base there, the lone runner for Hornell. That's in the dirt. Oh, and Vondracek didn't see it. 3-0. Oh. Vondracek advances, takes a strike. It's only one out. Gonna give up the run. Nice job by Evingham.
Now batting for the Red Raiders will be the second baseman, number 23, Seamus Cork. Brody Flakes.
Seamus lifts it. A great position by O'Connor that time, kind of playing short. Playing shallow, I should say. It's a good job by O'Connor, and that's the third out. But Hornell does score a run to make it 2-2. Go to the top of the fourth. Today's game is brought to you by Wilkins Auto Sales, car haulers, utility trailers, dump trailers, a huge selection to choose from on the campus of the old Wilkins RV. It's Wilkins Auto Sales. Of course, the new Wilkins RV is up and near Bath on the highway. Alfred State College is called Hometown Advantage. If you live in Allegheny County and Steuben County, their residents can get $2,000 or more per year for every year you attend Alfred State College. It's guaranteed $2,000 or more for every year you attend Alfred State College, including transfer students. Hit the ground running with a degree from Alfred State College. Good luck to the Hornell Red Raiders the rest of the season, and Lady Raiders for that fact. From Hornell City Mayor John Buckley, running for his third term, it's Mayor John Buckley. Get out and vote November for Mayor John Buckley. Dr. Pat Pico, MD, 15 Loader Street, 585-596-4129. Providing there's his son right next to him pitching. Providing quality care to the residents of Steuben, Allegheny County for over 25 years. It's Dr. Pat Pico. Advanced hand and wrist surgery close to home, right at St. James Hospital in North Hornell. Orthopedic surgeon Dr. Ali Mansour. Injured, he's got you covered. 607-385-3740, Dr. Mansour. And by Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys, offices in Buffalo, Rochester, New York City. Call 585-262-COMP for Connors and Ferris. Proud supporters of the Bills, the Sabres, and your Hornell Red Raiders. It's Connors and Ferris.
Oliver Taylor on deck.
This is Carson Beardsley. Beardsley 0 for 1. Looking at a 2-0 count. Nice play by Wyatt.
Making his way to the plate for the Bulldogs. The third baseman, number 24, Oliver Taylor. Caden Kettle on deck.
Oliver Taylor, 1 for 1. With 1 out here. Fouls that one off. Safe. Nice hustle. Nice try by Wyatt. It's a tough play. And that's a way to come up to it and close the gap, too, as well.
Grant Francis on deck.
So 1 out runner is Taylor. This brings up Caden Cavo. High and outside. Cavo lifts it. Brody flights underneath it. Two down. Just gets under it enough.
At the plate for the Bulldogs will be the second baseman, number 5, Grant Francis. Seth Eady on deck.
Taylor still at first base. That one high to Francis. Grant Francis, only a sophomore. Pico up to 63 pitches.
Hey, Marco. It's okay, they're only going by my eyes only. They'll only go by my eyes only.
There's a swing for a strike, full count. Now, if you missed yesterday's game, we talked about how every batter should take this pitch. Well, anyways, in the major leagues and in college, about 75 to 80% of full count pitches are balls, and there we go. It's an unusual stat, but they were talking about it on the Mets game the other day. And I kind of paid attention to yesterday's game, and it's about right. There was, I think, 5 full count pitches, and only one person swung. It would have been ball 4, and struck out. Otherwise, all 5 would have been walks. Of course, high school, I'm sure it's a little different anyways. PJ with 5 strikeouts this game. He's got 5 strikeouts and 4 walks. Not the best balance. Best statistical balance. You don't want it to balance. This one's going to be a hit. Oh, and Vandenchek has trouble with it. Around comes Taylor. Oh, why did the official umpire, do you see him give it a little bit second? Let's see what happened there. Yeah, he covered, yep. Good. Good call.
Now batting for Livonia will be the center fielder, number 7.
That's one of those one Vandenchek probably could have, maybe if he, it's hard to tell. I couldn't tell from the thing. Could have dove for it, but either way, it got by him. I want the dive. I want the great play, but probably the safest play was what he did, but unfortunately it kicked off him. And there's the third out. So the score is 4-2. Livonia will be back.
A fellow veteran?
Of course.
Yes. Have you ever asked for help yourself?
It's always tough, right? I always feel like I can solve my own problems, but eventually, you just can't deal with it on your own.
And you start to question, maybe people would be better off without me. When you realize that you're not alone, once you take that first step, there's so much support.
Hi, I'm Laura Dagan-Pico, and along with my father, Jim Dagan, operate the Dagan Funeral Home here in Hornell.
The Dagan Funeral Home is a large, spacious, handicap-accessible facility with a seating capacity of 150 people, along with a separate family room for entertaining children. We also offer DVD memorial tributes, which continually show photographs and movies of your loved one's life on 2 beautiful flat-screen TVs.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving your family.
We're opening doors to your future at Alfred State, the #1 SUNY Regional College. Combine tech skills and knowledge to analyze problems and succeed together. Launch your career with ASC Career Paths at alfredstate.edu.
So Brody flights up to lead off here. One pitch, one out.
Coming to the plate for Hornell will be the center fielder, number 24, Aaron McInerney. Marco Pico on deck.
Aaron McInerney, 0 for 1. And strikes out. So 2 quick outs. 4 pitches. Nice pitching by Brady.
Hitter, number 14, Marco Pico. Ashton Hooker on deck.
Marco Pico. Nice pitch. 1 and 2. Two and 2 to Pico. And strike 3. Nice inning by O'Keefe. Beautiful skies here tonight. Today's game brought to you by the Dagan Funeral Home, 38 Church Street. Cremation services $16.95 plus the crematory fee. Thanks Jim Dagan, Laura Pico at the Dagan Funeral Home. The Dagan Funeral Home. Cremation services only $16.95. The Ryan Agencies, Hornell, Jasper, and Wellsville. 3 great locations to serve you better. It's Jeff Ryan, insurance protection you can rely on. From the Ryan Agencies, home, auto, business, auto. Everything you need at the Ryan Agencies. First Heritage at Federal Credit Union. Stop at one of their several locations throughout the southern tier of New York. It's First Heritage Federal Credit Union. Open an Apex checking account. Apex savings account as well at First Heritage. And by Simmons and Rockwell Ford, Simmons and Rockwell Nissan across the street from each other. Check out the 300 new and used vehicles on the lot at Simmons and Rockwell Ford, Simmons and Rockwell Nissan. Log on to simmonsandrockwellford.com and Simmons and Rockwell Nissan of Hornell.com. And Giovanni's for the best pizza, wings, subs. Don't forget the only salad bar in town as well at Giovanni's. Absolutely delicious salad bar. Open 7 days a week, right across from, or kitty corner from the Hornell High School, Giovanni's. Dr. Pat Pico, MD, 15 Loader Street, 585-596-4129. Providing quality care to the residents of Steuben and Allegheny Counties for over 25 years. It's Dr. Pat Pico. And Mayor John Buckley wishes the Hornell Red Raiders good luck the rest of this season. They're behind here. It's 4-2, but get out and vote for Mayor John Buckley, who's running for his third term this November. Our announcer sure does. There's in the press box loves his hair band music. Hair band.
Leading off this inning for Livonia will be the pitcher, number 1, Brady O'Keefe. Aaron Kine on deck.
That's a low one outside. Top of the 5th. Foul that one off 1-1. Pico up to 73 pitches. Three and one. Outside.
At the plate will be the first baseman, number 22, Aaron Kine. Jake Benitez on deck.
So that's PJ's 5th walk given up this game. Come on, focus. Hello. There we go. And foul. Got him. O'Keefe. Hit by Kine.
Now batting for Livonia will be the catcher, number 2, Jake Benitez. Carson Beardsley on deck.
2-1 to Benitez. He was 0-2. Benitez struck out twice. It's 2-2 here. Kime, the lone runner. Two and two, one out. Popped up. Nice job by Seamus coming over.
Coming to the plate will be the great fielder, number 17.
I wasn't sure who was going after it, and then ball kept drifting into shortstop territory. 2 down. Fouled off. Brings up Carson Beardsley, the junior. Listed as outfielder and pitcher on the roster. That one high. Obviously, this was made up before the game, and I can't change it because Cody Carnival, the third baseman, did go off with an injury. Is iced up now, so right fielder Tyrone Buchanan came in from right field to play third, and Logan Vonderchek is out in right field. Two and one. 2-2 now. '89 pitches from Pico. This will be his 90th. Effingham pitched a complete game win yesterday against Haverling. Not sure who they have in their arsenal for tomorrow. Beardsley fouls that off to stay alive. You got Buchanan that can pitch. Well, pretty much most of the players can pitch. We've had Ben Woolliver at first base. He's pitched. I'm not sure if Seamus Gorgas, right fielder, Vonderchek has pitched. Marco Pico has pitched. Might be pitched by committee tomorrow. First sign of any trouble, move on to the next one. Not that any of these guys aren't capable of going extended innings, but PJ and Wyatt have done the majority of the pitching, and Ben has done a good job too as a ninth grader. Nice at bat here by Beardsley, extending this top half of the inning. finally gets a hold of one. Cork. Over to Woolliver, and we go to the bottom of the 5th. If you're just joining us, we'll take a look at the standings coming into today's game. Livonia sits in 3rd place with a 12-4 record. All those teams, Wellsville, Leroy, Livonia, Wayland, Cohocton, Hornell is yet to did not face Leroy this year, and I don't think we'll face Minehurst, Addison either, Waterloo, Haverline. They've split the series with Haverline. They did beat Mid-Lakes, Hornell did. So thank you, everybody, for joining me. I'm Bob Peischer, broadcasting from the Simmons and Rockwell broadcast booth. It's Hornell versus Livonia. Always a nice rivalry. If I said that right. Marbles in my mouth. It's always fun to travel to Livonia, and it's always fun when they come down. Let's see who's come in. I guess, yep, Brady O'Keefe is still pitching.
Leading off this inning for the Red Raiders will be the catcher, number 13, Ashton Hooker. Ben Moore on deck.
Ashton Hooker, the catcher, up. Inside. For ball 1. Two and 1. Keefe up to 43 pitches, half of what PJ has thrown in this game. There's a strike, 2 and 2. Looked a little high. Let's see if we're going to see where that is. Yeah. And rung him up. It's tough when you don't think a pitch should be a strike. It kind of gets in your head. You see it at every level. You think he's calling that a strike. And then you take the next pitch looking. Nice pitching by O'Keefe. O'Keefe with 3 strikeouts and no walks in this game. Foul. Is the hawk lost a feather or pooped? I think it was a feather of some sort because it was moving sideways, side to side. Speaking of which, I set up yesterday and started doing the game, and a pigeon got my computer. Pretty good. And there's strike 3. The fourth strikeout.
Now coming to the plate for the Red Raiders will be number 3 of the right fielder, Logan Vandercheck.
Cruising right along here is O'Keefe in the last inning in this inning so far. One and two. This is right fielder Logan Vandercheck. And behind that one, strike 3. Oh, O'Keefe wasn't sure, I guess. Nice pitch in Brady. We'll be back. Show you a little bit of what we had earlier as we had that half-hour delay. The rainbow. See you back in a minute.
Get 2 breakfast sandwiches for $6 at Tim Hortons. Made with freshly cracked eggs. Made to order and made for your morning. 2 breakfast sandwiches for just $6. Only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons.
Hello, my name is Destiny, and I've worked at Tim Hortons for 3.5 years. How are you?
Hey, good, thanks.
So you brew coffee every 20 minutes?
We brew our original blend coffee every 20 minutes to make sure it's fresh for every guest we serve.
Thank you very much.
Really? Every 20 minutes?
Day or night. I don't know of anyone else who does that, but you can really taste the difference. So it's always fresh, always.
Concerned about the cost of your insurance? The Ryan agencies sift through quotes from many companies to uncover your best insurance value. You'd be surprised at the savings we can find. Let's just talk. What's there to lose? The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
Oh, nice catch. Or actually, it was a bounce, huh? Take a look at that again.
Now batting.
Yep.
Livonia.
The long arm of PJ.
Number 10, Caden Cabo. Grant Francis on deck.
One and one to Caden Cavell. Top of the 6th. One down. That one's inside. 2-1. Three and one to Cavell. Cavell's 0 for 2. walks there.
Now at the plate for Livonia will be the second baseman, number 5, Grant Francis. Safidi on deck.
Grant Francis at the plate. "100 pitches. Here's the 101st pitch from PJ. Nash Adams and Marco Pico playing catch in the bullpen. Two and one. Two and two. Francis. Francis looking for his second walk of the day. Full count. See, he should take here. I'm going to be obsessed with that from now on after hearing that stat. Nice try by Evingham.
Now coming to the plate, the shortstop and the 12, Safidi. Kate O'Connor on deck.
So trip to the mound. Don't forget, it's 2 for $6 breakfast sandwiches at the Hornell Tim Hortons. I'm pretty sure it's probably all the Tim Hortons. But stop at the Hornell Tim Hortons right down the street from the Hornell High School. 2 for $6. What a great deal. With freshly cracked eggs. People call me a cracked egg once in a while. Accepting new patients now, over 30 years experience, Dr. John Wine, Dr. Rich Chakowski at Wine Chiropractic, 20 Park Drive, 607-324-7246, specializing in back and neck pain, headaches, all your spine care needs. Dr. John Wine, Dr. Rich Chakowski. So Aaron McInerney is going to come in to take over for PJ. Good job, PJ, today. Rustic Lux, don't throw that piece of furniture away. Bring it into Rustic Lux for reloved, refurbished furniture. And actually, when I was talking about pitchers, I forgot to bring Aaron's name up. He's pitched quite a bit this year, too. He's got the half sidearm. John and Dagan, General Child Practice, proudly serving the Southern Tier since 1989. Call 324-6690 for John and Dagan. Proud. I want to thank John for all your support over the years. And by Butler Excavating and Concrete, City View Towing, Transport, and Auto Repair. Call 324-7400. Brian Butler, Mike Hess. Need a house built, one torn down. They do pavement, they do concrete, anything you need. They also have a septic service at Butler Excavating and Maple City Collision Auto Body Repair Shop. John Birch owned and operated, of the Maple City Dodge family. All makes and models, all years. Maple City Collision. I want to thank the Sherburne family at Twin Hickory Golf Club. Beautiful 18 holes overlooking the beautiful Canisteel Valley in the city of Hornell. Twin Hickory. Log on to twinhickorygolfclub.com. Check out membership rates, leagues that you can join, as well. Twin Hickory. And Lamax Automax. Maximize your dollars every day with a trip to Lamax Automax and Lamax Pro Range Tire and Auto. Complete auto care, including collision, at Lamax Automax. Aaron, a senior. And Ashton talking.
Red Raiders will be number 24, Aaron McInerney. Seth Eady at the plate.
One out. Francis at first. Cavo at second, the runners for Livonia. Just caught the inside lower corner for a strike. Strike two. That's outside. Popped up. Wyatt comes over. Both him and Seamus calling for it.
Now batting for Livonia will be number 7, the center fielder, Caden O'Connor.
Ooh, and O'Connor gets hit. It loads the bases with 2 outs.
At the plate, the pitcher number 1, Brady O'Keefe. Aaron Kine on deck.
Needs to throw strikes here with bases loaded. Got O'Connor at first, Francis at second, Cavo at third, the runners for Livonia. O'Keefe looking at a 2-1 count, and that's low. 3-1, nowhere to put him. That's a ball 4.
Now batting for Livonia will be the first baseman, number 22, Aaron Kine.
So Aaron Kime. Time 1 for 1. Ben takes it himself, so damage. Only 1 run for Livonia. This game brought to you by Apex Chiropractic Company, who achieve new heights in wellness. Dr. Joseph McKay. Call 607-382-3751. Located at 44 Genesee Street in Hornell. Thanks, Dr. McKay is a professor of nutrition and a professional natural bodybuilder, Apex. And your local Tim Hortons across, well, down one, not even a block from Hornell High School, across the street, near Giovanni's, across from the big armory. Stop in for all your favorites at Tim Hortons, breakfast and lunch. Of course, the Timbits. Buy a big box of 40 of those. Thanks, Tim Hortons. Hometown advantage from Alfred State College. Allegheny County and Steuben County residents receive $2,000 or more per year. That's over $8,000 of free money on top of any kind of grants or loans or anything you get. Remember the TAP and Pell grants? They still have them. I'm not even sure. That includes transfer students as well. Alfred State College, the best value and education at Alfred State. Keefe returns to the mound. Brady. Oh, where'd that ball? Oh, down. He's throwing it a second. I was wondering.
Leading off the inning for the Red Raiders, number 16, Tyrone Buchanan.
So third baseman Tyrone Buchanan takes ball 1. Ooh. 2-1. Bottom of the 6th. Two and 2.
White other man on deck.
Full count. Tyrone 0 for 1 for the 8th grader. And he walks.
Now coming to play for the Red Raiders will be the shortstop, number 15, Wyatt Evingham. Seamus Court on deck.
O'Keefe at 60 pitches. They're taking a little trip to the mound. A little pep talk with him. After a walk, I'd be taking the first pitch here to see what Brady's got, but there's a strike. Still has it. Should have been swinging. Buchanan. Heads to third. Nice.
Number 23, Seamus Court.
Makes that wild bounce.
On deck.
So it looks like this is it for Brady. Excellent pitching today by Brady O'Keefe. So Seth 80 coming in. We'll be back.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
In life, some surprises are good, and some surprises are not. You'll be pleasantly surprised by how much cash you could earn with an Apex Cashback checking account. Earn 3% cash back on your debit card purchases, and your ATM fees are refunded each month you qualify. Plus, when you refer a friend or family member to First Heritage and they open an Apex Cashback account, you'll each earn $50. Visit fhfcu.org, open your account, and refer your friends today.
After you've been injured at work, you might feel like you're up against your employer.
But the truth is, your employer isn't the opponent, the insurance company is. You need a workers' comp attorney with the knowledge and experience to maximize your benefits.
Call Connors and Ferris today, as we have dedicated over 20 years of our professional careers to helping injured workers.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
Okay, welcome back. Seth 80 into pitch. Fouled off. Seamus cork chopper. Hornell does score a run. As Buchanan crosses the plate, Evingham moves on to second. It's a good job by O'Connor coming in, closing the gap on that.
Now at the plate for the Raiders will be the left fielder, number 12, Brody Flight. Aaron McInerney on deck.
Oh, and the ball gets away. Brody flights up. He drove in a run with a pop fly sacrifice in the, I forget what inning that was, I don't have it down for the inning earlier. Hoping to do that again here. That's in the dirt. Safe, yep. Nice hustle by Effingham. Five, 4. 1-1 count to Brody. Strike 2. He held up. Oh, didn't he or didn't he? Let's check it out. I guess his hand, but the bat didn't leave his shoulder, didn't look like, did it? Watch this. I could be totally wrong here. Let's take a look at the replay. Oh, yeah, he went. It happened so quick. Yeah, that was a strike. 2 outs.
Marco Pico on deck.
Better turn a flashlight. Someone's going out to try to find it. There's a base hit. And going to be more.
Making his way to the plate will be he is now the center fielder. Number 14, Marco Pico. Ashton Hooker on deck.
So Marco 0 for 2. High and outside. Nice fast ball from 80. Not holding the McInerney on. Strike 2. And strike 3. So Marco goes down. 2 runs score to close the gap to 5-4. That's how it's happened today. Both teams scored 1 run in the first, in the third. And Livonia took the lead in the fourth, scoring 2 runs. Continued to make it 5-2 in the sixth, and then Hornell scores 2 here in the bottom of the sixth. So we go to the top of the seventh. That means, of course, McInerney returns to pitch. Benitez due up here for Livonia. Benitez 0 for 3. Hornell can hold them. Well,
leading off this inning for the Bulldogs will be the catcher, number 2, Jake Benitez. Carson Beardsley on deck.
top of the 7th. Benitez takes a strike. Whether or not it was a strike or not, it was a good decision for Benitez's take there. Ooh. Wow. That looked like it crossed right and didn't have to move his glove at all. Even you can tell McInerney was kind of. There's a strike. Fouled off to stay alive. 1-2. Too bad for that pitch there because he had him at 1-2. And lets him get on.
The right fielder, number 17, Carson Beardsley.
So brings up Carson Beardsley.
Oliver Taylor on deck.
Beardsley 0 for 3. 1-1 count. Fouled off. Yeah, I was going to say, he was going to, not sure why it was thinking there initially. Let's take a look. Unless Seamus wasn't covering quick enough. Let's see what happened here.
At the plate will be the third baseman, number 24, Oliver Taylor.
Yeah.
Caden Cabo on deck.
I'm not sure. Out of play by Oliver Taylor. Only a freshman, Oliver is. Beardsley, the runner at first. 2 down.
Taking his way to the plate will be the designated hitter, number 10, Caden Cabo. Rick Francis on deck.
This is Cavo. Oh, the relay. Nice hustle and running by Beardsley. Puts an insurance run on the board. That one hurts. I'm surprised they were playing a little bit or a little too far back. Especially with someone at second, you want to be able to. Nobody's really driven the ball too far today, so they're playing quite deep. Now he's telling them to come up.
Seth Eady on deck.
Two and one. So a walk. Hey Bella, what happened to your second game? What was the final score of the second game? 10-4.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, the pitcher for 12.
Well, the first game.
We don't talk about that.
I saw the score of the first game. It was 16-9. But then the thing didn't come across anymore. So the Hornell girls get swept in the doubleheader at Livonia. And that's going to drop in another insurance run for Livonia. So it started out promising in this inning, but since 2 runs have scored.
Now batting will be the shortstop, number 7, Caden O'Connor. Brady O'Keefe on deck.
Caden O'Connor. One and one, or 2-0, sorry, to Caden. Seth Eady at first. Grant Francis at third. Eady moves down to second. 3-0. And a 4-pitch walk to load him. Trip to the mound. I thank our advertisers again. Thanks St. James Hospitals, Dr. Ali Mansour, Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys. Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse, New York City. Thanks, Connors and Ferris. The Dagan Funeral Home, 38 Church Street in Hornell. The Ryan Agencies, Hornell, Jasper, and Wellsville. Insurance protection you can rely on. First Heritage Federal Credit Union. Open an Apex checking account there. And Simmons and Rockwell Ford. Simmons and Rockwell Nissan. Thanks, guys. And Giovanni's for the best pizza, wings, and subs around in the salad bar. And by Dr. Pat Pico, MD, 15 Lotus Street, 585-596-4129, of course. And Mayor John Buckley running for his 3rd term this November. Thanks, Mayor Buckley. So bases loaded, 2 outs. Brady O'Keefe up 0 for 1 today. Fouled down third baseline, 0-2. Get out of the way. One and two. 2 outs, bases loaded. Livonia 2 runs home here in the top of the 7th. And there's strike 3.
Laura and I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of our veterans, especially those who have served or are currently serving overseas.
Here at the Dagan Funeral Home, we take pride in serving the funeral needs of our veterans. We can arrange military services and, if desired, burial in a VA cemetery. We will provide an American flag, a veterans cemetery marker, and can also apply for military death benefits.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving our veterans.
Shop, finance, and buy your next car all online. With a new shopping experience at your fingertips, make car buying simple when you drive your deal at Simmons Rockwell Nissan in Horseheads and Hornell.
So bottom of the 7th inning, last chance for Hornell, down by 3, 7-4. Seth 80 returns to the mound. And Brody Flights. I'm sorry, Ashton Hooker to lead things off here for Hornell.
All right, leading off the bottom of this seventh inning will be the catcher, number 13, Ashton Hooker.
Nice pitch. One and one. 80 up to 15 pitches here in relief. One and two. Not sure what happened there. Two and two. Ashton 0 for 2. Oh, high and inside. Ashton calls for timeout. And Ashton, good at bat.
Now batting for the Red Raiders will be the first baseman, number 17, Ben Wooler.
Ben 0 for 2.
Golden Hunter check on deck.
That one gets away. Wild pitch. Moves Hooker down to second. One and one. That's low. Not really paying attention to Ashton because his run really means nothing. There's a strike. 2 and 2. Full count. So 80 throwing full counts to both the first two batters here in this bottom of the 7th. And strike 3, nice pitch.
Now batting for the Red Raiders will be the right fielder, number 3, Logan Vondracek.
So right fielder Logan Vondracek, who's 1 for 2. And he's in the dirt. Fouled that one off. A high pitch would have been a ball. And this one, you need runners. I'd be waiting. I'd be taking every pitch until he throws at least the first strike, and that would have been ball 2. Two and 1. Three and 1. Should be taken here. I know they always say this is the hitter's count, but in this situation when you need base runners, he's been struggling here. Yep, he was taken. And by statistics, he should be taken here too. Oh, and he went on ball 4. So they're 1 out away.
Now batting for Hornell will be the third baseman, number 16, Tyrone Buchanan.
Buchanan takes strike 1. Makes it 7-5. And that's where the 2 runs really hurt there, top of the 7th. Those insurance runs for Livonia. Especially when you had an opportunity to get the outs. But you're playing these games to get ready for sectionals, and Hornell has played a lot better this second half of the season. Going to be a team to contend with. It looked like it was a little low outside, but yeah, maybe not. Full count. And just a reminder, we'll be live tomorrow. Again, Dansville comes to town, 4:45 start. Of course, all depending on the weather. It's supposed to start raining at 6 a.m. tomorrow, only till about 10, and then clear up. So it looks like we're going to get the game in tomorrow, but you never know. Yesterday, it didn't have any rain in the forecast, and it started sprinkling, and it rained for, not hard, but misted quite a bit for a couple hours. Cannon working it. Up to 20 pitches in this inning. And that's high. So the tying run comes to the plate. Over 20 pitches, up to 23 pitches this inning.
Now batting for the Red Raiders.
And they're going to make a trip to the mound. Top of the order comes up with
15,
Wyatt Evingham.
Wyatt Evingham.
And they're going to replace the pitcher. We'll be back.
Costs are rising, and the Ryan agencies are taking action. We trim the cost of your insurance with cutting-edge ideas. Want money back in your pocket? A quick call can result in savings without sacrificing coverage. The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
Of course.
Yes. Have you ever asked for help yourself?
It's always tough, right? I always feel like I can solve my own problems, but eventually, you just can't deal with it on your own.
And you start to question, maybe people would be better off without me. When you realize that you're not alone, once you take that first step, there's so much support.
Hi, I'm Laura Dagan-Pico, and along with my father, Jim Dagan, operate the Dagan Funeral Home here in Hornell.
The Dagan Funeral Home is a large, spacious, handicap-accessible facility with a seating capacity of 150 people, along with a separate family room for entertaining children. We also offer DVD memorial tributes, which continually show photographs and movies of your loved one's life on 2 beautiful flat-screen TVs.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving your family.
Caden O'Connor on the mound to try to close it out here with 2 outs. Low and outside. There's a strike. A little high. So Hornell down to their last strike. Full count. I'm really surprised he's even looking over to first at all. Maybe just to settle himself down a little bit. That run means nothing. The base runner means nothing right now, but that's why they're letting him go. So now the winning run comes with Seamus Cork.
Will be the second baseman, number 23, Seamus.
Seamus 0 for 3 today. It would be nice to break out here.
Perfect play. On deck.
Needs to hit one into the gaps here. You can see right there between center and right, or center and left. Both runners very fast, though. Evingham at first, Buchanan at second. There's a strike, 1-1. Effingham represents the tying run at first. We're now down to their last 2 strikes here. Oh, and swings at a high one. 1 and 2 down to their last strike now. Chopper. And there's the final out. Nice play by O'Connor, Caden. Good job. So there's your final. 7-5. I want to thank everybody for joining us. Don't forget, tomorrow we'll be live again for Hornell versus Dansville as Dansville comes to town. Start at 4:45. Supposed to be a nice night for baseball. Yes, tonight was too. Oh, thank you. Thanks. Brought me a baseball cookie. So thanks everybody for joining us. We will see you. Show you one shot again at the nice, beautiful rainbow that we had here earlier as the game was getting ready. Have a good night, everyone.
are opening doors to your future at Alfred State, the #1 SUNY Regional College. Combine tech skills and knowledge to analyze problems and succeed together. Launch your career with ASC Career Paths at alfredstate.edu.
Get 2 breakfast sandwiches for $6 at Tim Hortons. Made with freshly cracked eggs. Made to order and made for your morning. 2 breakfast sandwiches for just $6. Only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons.
Hello, my name is Destiny, and I've worked at Tim Hortons for 3.5 years. How are you?
Good, thanks.
So you brew coffee every 20 minutes?
We brew our original blend coffee every 20 minutes to make sure it's fresh for every guest we serve.
Thank you very much.
Really? Every 20 minutes?
Day or night. I don't know of anyone else who does that, but you can really taste the difference. So it's always fresh, always.
Concerned about the cost of your insurance? The Ryan agencies sift through quotes from many companies to uncover your best insurance value. You'd be surprised at the savings we can find. Let's just talk. What's there to lose? The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
In life, some surprises are good, and some surprises are not. You'll be pleasantly surprised by how much cash you could earn with an Apex Cashback checking account. Earn 3% cash back on your debit card purchases, and your ATM fees are refunded each month you qualify. Plus, when you refer a friend or family member to First Heritage and they open an Apex Cashback account, you'll each earn $50. Visit fhfcu.org, open your account, and refer your friends today.
After you've been injured at work, you might feel like you're up against your employer.
But the truth is, your employer isn't the opponent, the insurance company is. You need a workers' comp attorney with the knowledge and experience to maximize your benefits.
Call Connors and Ferris today, as we have dedicated over 20 years of our professional careers to helping injured workers.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
Laura and I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of our veterans, especially those who have served or are currently serving overseas.
Here at the Dagan Funeral Home, we take pride in serving the funeral needs of our veterans. We can arrange military services and, if desired, burial in a VA cemetery. We will provide an American flag, a veteran's cemetery marker, and can also apply for military death benefits.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving our veterans.
Shop, finance, and buy your next car all online. With a new shopping experience at your fingertips, make car buying simple when you drive your deal at Simmons Rockwell Nissan in Horseheads and Hornell.